Good afternoon and welcome to Trojan Vision. Good afternoon and welcome to Trojan Vision.
West Brunswick's only TV news show brought to you by Miss McKinley's journalism class. I'm Brian Willis.
And I'm Darcy Evans. Recently, West Brunswick High School was awarded a B school performance grade by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. Only 24% of the schools in the state and 11% of the schools in the country earn this rating. The score is calculated based on student proficiency and student growth. Last week, students took home a letter about the school performance grade and a school report card snapshot. Please be sure to share this information with your parents.
On Tuesday, March 3rd, 326 West Brunswick juniors took the ACT test. All students are required to take the test during their junior year of high school. The ACT is accepted by most colleges and universities and is paid for by the state, so students can benefit from giving their best effort. The test is one of the key indicators for the school's evaluation by the state. If the required number of students are not tested, the school will not reach its goals. In the last 2 years, we've not met our goals by as few as 2 students. If you missed the test yesterday, please be sure to see Ms. Burns today. After completing the rigorous test, students were dismissed from school.
2 weeks ago, our very own Brian Willis attended the 2015 JROTC Military Ball. Let's take a look.
All right, we are here tonight with Colonel Callisto of the JROTC program at West Brunswick. So, Colonel Callisto, how important is this event to the JROTC program?
Ron, this is one of our 2 signature events every year. Our first semester event is our Veterans Day ceremony we have in November, and our JROTC ball. It's very important because we get all the kids, all the battalion involved in this thing, from the fundraising to the raffle to the planning to the logistics, you name it. We go through etiquette classes. It's a very formal military event. And what's really cool about this is that, one, the kids get a chance to see some of the military etiquette that's in a formal ball, and the freshmen and sophomore get a chance to go to a ball or prom like that they really wouldn't get unless they were a junior or senior. And the venue out here at Sea Trail is just incredible. It's very reasonable for what we spend out here and what we get, and the kids have a really good time.
Later in the evening, I spoke with Senior Aaron Norton, West's Battalion Commander. Included in his remarks, Aaron paid tribute to Tyrus Johnson, a student West recently lost to a tragic car accident. During our conversation, we were able to ask him to speak a little more on Tyrus's impact at West.
Tyrus is a very loved cadet in ROTC. Tyrus was one of the students that could be as outgoing as possible and not be a pencil pusher. He could be able to do his paperwork and be able to get out and be able to work with people and be able to create bonds with people. I feel as if he is here in the spirit, in my heart as well as everybody else in this building, because the bonds that he created and how great he was able to be with every one of us.
Absolutely. We know that he's here watching over the event, and Aaron, we just want to say thank you for your time tonight, and I hope you have a great time.
Thank you.
Also attending the ball was the JROTC leadership team from North Brunswick.
Could we ask you guys to introduce yourself, please?
I'm Cadet Major Deontay Cavender. I'm the S3 over at North Brunswick High School.
And I'm Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Christine Slade, and I'm the Battalion Commander.
Hey. So what brings you guys out tonight?
Well, every year, the leadership from the different schools decide to invite each other so each of us can kind of get the feel of how each other's ball goes. And so we decided to come and check it out.
Comparatively, how would you say West's ball relates to or is kind of maybe different from your ball?
Well, our ball is completely different. Our secret of events is a little bit longer, and our ball is more senior-based. We have a huge senior presentation. Our colonels and SAI speak on each of the seniors, and we present awards to them. We have a huge senior slideshow, and unlike West ball, we do not crown a king and queen because our ball is so senior-based.
Okay. All right, well, thank you guys so much for this interview, and we hope you have a great time.
All right.
In all, West Military Ball turned out to be a tremendous success. Students took away a great deal from the formality of the event and the knowledge imparted by leaders of the program and community members. From eating to socializing to dancing, everyone had an incredible time, and we're greatly looking forward to next year's event. On February 27th through March 1st, 40 DECA students from West traveled to Greensboro to participate in the North Carolina Career Development Conference. This three-day conference hosts thousands of emerging business leaders and provides them with opportunities to network and compete. While at the conference, DECA members attended beneficial workshops, interviewed for scholarships, met students from around the state, and competed in written and role-play competitions. Winning students from West included Charlie Karsich, Zach Fish, Chase Hill, Caleb Hardy, Olivia Miller, Victoria Nelson, Bree Ledoux, Austin Turner, Gracie DeStefano, Roy Simmons, River Corbett, Dylan Howard, Christian Cheney, Daniel DeSano, Ethan Chappell, Jacob Yunt, Taylon Wilson, Sylvia Craig, and Krenijah Peck, who also earned an invitation to the International Career Development Conference, which will be held in Orlando, Florida this April.
On Thursday, February 26th, the annual Hostess-sponsored blood drive took place at West Brunswick. Let's take a look.
The goal this year was to get 69 donations, and we were targeting 5 double red blood cells, but already we've surpassed that. We're at number 11 for the 2 RBCs. We had a big problem with the weather creating vast shortages, especially in our area, and the fact that we're doing this drive and so many people are donating is really going to help the needs of the people in this area if there's accidents or people need blood.
I wanted to give blood because it helps people and it's good to do, and I have A positive, so anybody can get it.
To help people out. I feel like it's a good need and a good cause, and it helps people out.
Blood because for just 1 pint of blood you donate, you save 3 lives.
People to give blood because it saves lives and it's a very generous thing to do.
Blood because only about 5% of the population actually donate, but way more than that is going to end up needing blood or blood product, throughout their lifetime. So it's very important for people to give as much as they can because it's needed.
I'm also extremely proud of my nursing fundamental students who organized the entire blood drive and have manned it all day, as well as my Health Science 1 class and Miss Wilson's Biomedical Technology class. It's been great.
On March 21st, the National Honor Society will host their 2nd annual Color Run, the 5K Color Craze. All proceeds will benefit NHS scholarships. The run will take place on the WBHS track at 10:30 a.m. Registration will begin at 9:30. It's open to the public. Registration starts at $20 for Brunswick County students and $35 for others. Contact Michelle Leonard for more information.
Welcome to the Trojan Vision Sports Report. The men's basketball season has been thrilling. Let's see what sports reporter Cam Davis has to say.
The West Brunswick men's basketball team, coached by Eric Davis and assisted by Chris Sergow, Roman Smith, Michael Frink, Jason Yance, and Olin Balt, has had an incredible season. In recent conference tournament action, the Trojans took on the New Hanover Wildcats at Brunswick Community College. The game took place at 7:30 p.m. on February 19th. At the end of the first quarter, the two teams were tied. The Trojans' defense stood strong against the Wildcats. The Wildcats' defense also fought hard, resulting in several fouls and free throw opportunities for the Trojans. With the free throw opportunities, the Trojans took advantage and increased their score, helping them stay in the game against New Hanover. Starters for the Trojans are Sadiq Johnson, Sherm Fullwood, John Jordan, Gray Cheers, and Taekwon Hill. All the starters contributed to a hard-fought battle against the Wildcats throughout the game. Both Johnson and Cheers shot high percentages behind the three-point line, helping the Trojans stay in the game. Junior Tyler Stanley came through at the end of the game near the buzzer with 2 huge free throw makes to put the Trojans up on top. Thursday night was the first round of the state playoffs. The West Brunswick gym was packed with eager fans. Starter Taekwon Hill was benched early in the game after being fouled in the eye. After being down double digits, the Trojans fought back against the West Craven defense. In the fourth quarter, the Trojans came back to earn a 62-57 victory.
The Trojans also defeated Southern Lee in a tight match on Monday, March 2nd. The final score was 50-47. Unfortunately, the Trojan season came to an end on Tuesday, March 3rd, when they lost to Wilson Hunt, a team that was second in the state last year. This was a 25-win season for the Trojans and Coach Eric Davis. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations to the WBHS wrestling team for their 23-1 record this season. The Trojans were Middle Eastern Conference dual champions and tourney champions. Campbell Osbaugh was 6th in the state and Nate Gilbert was 5th. Other key wrestlers included Sterling Fullerton, Daniel McCraney, and Michael Nelson. Congratulations also goes out to swimmer Dustin Rupert for placing 15th in the state swimming finals. Dustin is our first swimmer to make it to states. Also this week, the baseball field was dedicated to longtime coach Mike Alderson. He was honored for his 26 years of dedication.
That's all the time we have for today, but you can read more on the latest edition of The West Wind, available next week. If you have comments or suggestions for us at Trojan Vision, stop by and see Miss McKinley in room 186.
Thank you for joining us. See you next time.